So this week we're going to be doing a unit on trees and leaves. And I'm going to teach you some new words and I'm going to show you some interesting things about trees. So I'm going to show you first this big picture. It says parts of a tree. Did you know that this is where the ground is? And you get to see what's under the ground. These are the roots of the tree. The roots gather all of the nutrients from the soil that they need to grow strong. And they grow bigger and bigger as the tree goes taller and taller. And look, there's leaves, and this whole part of the tree is called the crown. So here we have the crown and the leaves and the trunk and the roots. And on the tree are branches. You see that? So I like this picture because it shows us not just what we always see every day on the top, but it shows us what's on the bottom, the roots. And in the year, there are 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. And trees that are these kinds of trees where the leaves change, they're called deciduous trees. They go through changes throughout the year. So for example, this is a tree in winter. You see, it doesn't really have any leaves on it. This tree has snow. We don't see snow very much down here, but we do lose leaves. And this tree has snow on its branches. This tree is in the spring, and it looks like it might be a cherry blossom tree because look, the leaves aren't out yet, but the blossoms are all out, and they're a nice, pretty pink color. This is a tree in spring. This tree is in summer. Look, the blossoms are gone, and now it's just bright green leaves. Isn't that pretty? This is summer. And this last season is fall, and that's where the leaves change from their green color to a different color depending on the tree. These ones look like they're a little green, a little orange, and then they're going to fall off the tree, and you're going to start all over again with winter, right? So in the fall, actually in the spring and fall, the trees produce seeds. And did you know that not all the seeds look the same? You might be surprised how different. These are seed pods. You see them? Seed pods. All those little lines in there are different seeds, and they fall to the ground. Pine cones. Pine cones have seeds. Pine cones are the seed way deep down. Sweet gumballs, look at those. Those hurt when you step on them, don't they? And acorns. Acorns are seeds too. And then look, here's a picture of all of our seasons. Now, I dropped my card, so hold on just a second. So I showed you a picture of the nice green tree before, and I told you that it was a deciduous tree. But then there are evergreen trees. That's not an evergreen. An evergreen stays green all the time. That's why it's called evergreen. It doesn't lose its leaves like a deciduous tree. So do you remember what this part of the tree is called? The crown. That is the crown of the tree. And this all together is the tree. You see where the arrow is pointing? Do you know what that is called on the tree? Do you remember? It's called a trunk. That is the tree trunk. And I know you know what these are. Leaves. These are leaves, and they fall from the trees in the fall, or they stay on the trees in the summer, and they grow in the spring. What about this? Kind of hard to see, but this is bark. This is what's on the outside of the tree. Sometimes trees are smooth, like a birch tree is smooth, or I think an ash is smooth. Then sometimes they're very rough, like this one is. See where this arrow is pointing? Do you remember what that's called? Those are the roots of the tree, and that's where the tree gets its food to grow big and tall. And this tree has nice deep roots, and that means if there's a big storm, then it will be secure because the roots go down very far, grabbing. These are blossoms. You see them? The flowers on the tree are called blossoms. What about this? Can you tell what that is? That is fruit. The tree has a lot of fruit. Usually you pick the fruit in the fall. And these are branches. These branches are not on the tree right now. These are the kind of branches you might go pick up if you wanted to have a fire, right? But usually they're attached to the tree. So go outside and see what you can find. See if you can name all the parts of the tree, and see if when you're looking at the ground and you're at a tree, if you can see where maybe the roots are up a little bit so you can see where the roots are, and just imagine how far down they go. Have a really great day. I love you guys.